Good afternoon. We're going to do the next part of Isaiah. That's actually it'll be Isaiah part 26, and it'll cover Isaiah chapter 18, verses 1 through 7. That's the whole chapter is 7 verses, and we're going to get to that. So before we get started, if you would subscribe to the station, I would appreciate that, and also give a thumbs up. And leave us some comments and maybe share it as well. So we really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get started. Started in Isaiah chapter 18, verse 1, is an oracle concerning Cush. Now, once again, oracle is a prophecy given by God to a prophet as a warning to whoever it's addressed to. In this case, the oracle is concerning Cush. And so let's get started. Verse 1 of chapter 18 of Isaiah, it says, the land of buzzing insect wings beyond the rivers of Cush sends couriers by sea in reed vessels on the water. Go, swift messengers, to a nation tall and smooth skinned, to a people feared far and near, a powerful nation with a strange language, whose land is divided by rivers. All you inhabitants of the world, and you who live on earth, when a banner is raised on the mountain, look, when a trumpet sounds, listen. For the Lord said to me, I will quietly look out from my place, like a shimmering heat in sunshine, like a rain cloud in the harvest heat. For before the harvest, when the blossoming is over and the blossom becomes a ripening grape, he will cut the shoots with a pruning knife and tear away and remove all the branches. They will all be left for the birds of prey on the hills and for the wild animals of the land. The birds will spend the summer on them, and all the animals, the winter, the winter on them. At the time, a gift will be brought to Yahweh of hosts from a people tall and smooth skinned, a people feared far and wide or near, far and near, and a powerful nation with a strange language, whose land is divided by rivers, to Mount Zion, the place of the name of Yahweh of hosts. Okay, so what we'll do next is we'll go ahead and kind of unpack all of this and see what really dig into it, see what really it means. So Isaiah chapter 18, verses 1 through 7, is a prophecy concerning the ancient land of Cush, generally the Upper Nile region, including parts of modern Ethiopia and Sudan. That emphasizes God's ultimate sovereignty over nations and his perfect timing in judgment and salvation. Summary of the passage. The passage can be broken down into three main sections, verses 1 and 2, a message to Cush. The prophet Isaiah addresses the people of Cush, described as a tall and smooth-skinned nation, feared far and wide, whose land is divided by rivers. The nation has sent ambassadors in papyrus boats or reed boats, that's what it was saying, likely to propose an alliance with Judah against the threatening Assyrian Empire. Isaiah dismisses their human-made plans and sends them back with a message of God's overarching plan, okay? And then the next section is verses 3 through 6, God's sovereign timing and judgment. Isaiah calls for all the people of the world to pay attention to God's actions. God declares that he will remain quiet and observe events from his dwelling place, like the calm heat of sunshine of a cloud of dew dripping harvest. However, at the moment he chooses, before their plants can fully open or ripen the grapes, he will cut off the springs and pruning hooks and destroy the enemy army, referring to the Assyrians. The corpses of the soldiers will be left as food for the birds and wild animals all year round. Verse 7, okay, is the last section. It's a future restoration and worship. The prophecy concludes with a vision of future time when the powerful nation of Cush will bring gifts and tributes to the Lord Almighty at Mount Zion, Jerusalem. This signifies their conversion and the universal acknowledgement of the one true God, God's authority, and his dominion over the nations. Key themes are divine sovereignty. God is complete control of world events and the rise and fall of nations, even when he appears to be inactive. Uh, Perfect timing. God acts at precisely the right moment, not according to human timelines or strategies. Futility of human alliances. The people of Judah were warned and are warned against relying on alliances with powerful nations like Cush or Egypt for security, but rather to trust God alone. Universal worship. The prophecy looks forward to the future day when people from all nations, including the distant, formidable Cushites, will worship the Lord. What a great passage! And you know what? Once again, what a great reminder that God is in control. And you know what? He mentions this whole thing that he's not on the people's timeline. He's on his own. It comes in the time that he is set, and that's really important for us to get. We can trust him. We can rely on him. We could do all of these things, but we have to just trust in him and him alone. We can't call in other nations to protect us. We can't call in all this other stuff to protect us. It's got to be our trust in God alone, in Yahweh. They'll call out unto Yahweh for their protection from him, and he will bring about the restoration needed and everything else that's needed, our protection, everything. And what an awesome passage of scriptures. And we've been looking at this, and it's a constant reminder of who we really have to turn to. We turn to Yahweh, the Yahweh of hosts, the God of hosts, the Lord of all lords. That's who we turn to. You have a great day and be blessed.